Well, hello everyone, and welcome to East-West Healing Space. And this I Ching reading is for January 27th, 2025. And I have this labradorite heart here because it's my birthday. Ho, ho, ho. So we're going to do a reading. Not just for me, though. This is for the collective. I always try to read for the highest good for all, and for anyone for whom these messages resonate. This one's for you. Let's see. Tail, head, and tail. So we have a 7, which is a solid line. What do we need to know for January 27th, 2025? Tail. Tail. I mean head, and tail. Oh my gosh. Head, and tail. That's an 8. That's a broken line. What do we need to know today? What is our message for the day? That's called a head, not a tail. There's another head and a tail. So once again, an 8 and a broken line. What do we need to know today? January 27th, 2025. Head, head, head. Oh, 3 heads. That's a 9. That's a changing line. Okay. What is our message for today? Tail, head, tail. Back to a 7. And one more. What is our message for today, the 27th of January? Head, tail, and tail. Okie dee, there's another 7. And then that changes, and this becomes a broken line. So that becomes a solid, a broken, a broken, a broken, a solid, and a solid. Okay. So we have the lower trigram, and we have the upper trigram. Same thing here, lower and upper. So the lower trigram is a solid with 2 broken lines, that's chin. And the upper trigram is chin. So that's 25. That's how it starts out anyway, as a 25. And then we have a broken on the bottom, broken on the bottom and 2 solid lines up above. That would be sun. So that is the same Yes, the same on the bottom. So that's Chen and Sun. I want to make sure I have it right. Oh, you can't see this. Sorry about that. Chen, solid on the bottom with 2 brokens up above. And Sun turns into 42. So that's what it turns into. 42. So 25. Here we are again. We got this one the other day. Innocence. Yes, I love that, because we're all innocent. Okay? So the hexagram is innocence and the unexpected. And the judgment, innocence. Innocence brings supreme success. Perseverance furthers. If someone is not as he should be, he has misfortune, and it does not further him to undertake anything. The image, under heaven thunder rolls, all things attain the natural state of innocence. Thus the kings of old, rich in virtue and in harmony with the time, fostered and nourished all beings. Now I will read the one changing line, which is the 7 in the 4th place. Nine. Oh yes, it's a 9. It turns into something else. Okay. 9 in the 4th place. 9 in the 4th place. He who can be persevering remains without blame. Okay. Now, before I go into what I'm getting as a download on this, I'm going to read 42, because that's what it's changing to. And it's always good to read these two things in context, because it's about the movement between the two of them. Okay. Aha. 42. Increase. The judgment. It furthers one to undertake something. It furthers one to cross the great water. That's often comes up in the I Ching, the great water. And then we'll look at the image. Wind and thunder, the image of increase. Thus the superior man, if he sees good, he imitates it. If he has faults, he rids himself of them. Okay, so those are the 2 hexagrams. So as I said, I like to look at the 2 of them in relationship to each other, and these 2 absolutely relate to each other. As we saw the last time, we got innocence either the last time or the time before, I can't remember now, but innocence speaks to the fact that we are all innocent in our true nature. That's innocence. And it also spoke about the unexpected, and anything that is not true and good comes from the outside. Because if it's coming from the inside, it's coming from our innocent nature. So the second hexagram talks about increase. And increase is about the images, is wind and thunder. And when that happens and the rain falls, the earth produces all the plants that we need. It brings forth life, plants, and therefore the animals and everything else. So it's this marriage between heaven and earth, and that is the increase. And the increase happens when we are true to our inner nature. And let me see, I don't remember the exact words that it used, but basically what it's talking about is that if we see good, I remember this part, when we see good in someone else, we imitate it. And when we see something that's not so good in ourselves, we get rid of it. And this is inner cultivation. So it's talking about cultivate that innocent nature inside of you, that which is good. Cultivate it through this image of increase. And when you cultivate that innocent nature inside of you, that's when things increase. And you have the benefit of increase, the benefit of the marriage of heaven and earth. And I also want to say that this hexagram, these two point to that which is coming from your true nature, from spirit, is always speaking with the voice of innocence and the voice of good. So that's why these two hexagrams are pointing to our essential, innocent, good nature and how to cultivate that. I hope this reading is as joyful to you as it has been to me, because I love this personally as a birthday reading, but I think this is sort of a universal message. Not sort of, it is. It's a universal message. Cultivate the good, prune that which is not serving you and therefore not serving anyone else, and you will have increase. And the other side of increase is that it's part of the whole yin-yang cycle. Increase eventually gets to the fullness, and then it leads to decrease, which gets to the bottom, and then it leads to increase. It's a cycle, increase and decrease. But we're in the increase phase right now, which is lovely. I do like that. Okay, I hope you do too. Leave me a comment if this has resonated with you, and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. That would be great. You would be helping not just me, but probably a lot of other people. Thanks a lot. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.